would you want people to know about Tourette's syndrome?
Well, a few things. It's not contagious. That is something people ask. It's not contagious. Another thing, if someone, gives me a dirty look for ticking and it's like bothering them, trust me, it bothers me more. It's definitely bothered me more. I mean, no one wants to tick. It's definitely something that takes a toll on your life. I mean, it's very difficult illness to live with. And so just try to be kind to people with Tourette's. I mean, be understanding. A lot of people with Tourette's, they will get bullied. So in school, a lot of people, what I tell kids in school, stand up for someone who's being bullied. And well, anyone is being bullied, but a lot of times with Tourette's, I mean, acceptance is the goal here.
Is there anything you'd want people to know as a mom?
Yeah. I suppose there are lots of things I want people to know. I'd like people to know that, this is a neurological illness that is simply beyond people's control. Yeah. And so, just as we do not make fun of people who have MS, or any other sort of disability, making fun of people with Tourette's is just not okay.
No. People think they can make jokes about it, and on TV a lot of the time I see someone make a joke, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, why would anyone think it's okay to make fun of an illness?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of odd because it is in the same family with things like MS, Parkinson's, these are all neurological disorders, and so I don't think anybody would ever dream of mocking someone with those illnesses, but when it comes to Tourette's, it's sort of fair game.
Yeah.
And so I think the only way that you can really stop any of that is just to educate as many people as possible.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay for me to joke about my Tourette's because I have it, and even if I'm with my friends, we joke around, but that's people who really know me. I mean, people who don't really know what they're saying, they don't say it.
Yeah, well, I think people who have it, and most of the people I've met who have it have a great sense of humor about it.
Yeah, it's kind of what helps you cope with it a lot of times, being able to laugh at it.
But you just don't want to be the butt of the joke.
No.
I think the other thing is that, the other thing I'd like people to know is that, 1 in 100 school children are impacted by Tourette's or a tic disorder. And so when you think about how many kids are in your school, that's a lot. Look around and say, my gosh, 20 of these kids. And the other thing is for teachers to know when you're looking at behaviors and you're looking at things, Tourette's is something that should be considered a possibility because it is prevalent. And in kids who are rambunctious and sort of jumping around and doing things it should be one of those things that, teachers can go, maybe this is Tourette's. Maybe this is something beyond their control.
Education about it.
No, it's not. I mean, my understanding is there isn't really anything, and teachers aren't taught anything about it.
That's the goal of people like me being around. We can educate people, like teachers, law enforcement, and just students, anyone really.
That's another. They started the Tourette Association has started a program with law enforcement because there have been issues with people. A police officer, stops them for speeding, or they're in some sort of interaction with them.
And the Tourette's will make it way worse.
The Tourette's will make it a lot worse, and the person ends up getting arrested, or they think they're talking back to them, or they're flailing around, and the next thing you know, they've got the person on the ground because they don't realize the person has tics, that kind of thing. So, so there's a lot of good stuff going on in that sense, and the Tourette's Association does have an entire program for educators to learn about.
Yeah, there's a conference every year where people can go and learn about it. New families, it really helps with them. And we have a lot of resources for new families and pretty much anyone dealing with this illness. And family members, because it starts with family members too, and learning how to help the person with it. Really learn how to.
Well, and I should say, even in the medical community, there are very few physicians who actually
Yeah.
understand how to treat Tourette's. Very few. Most of the ones that we've seen, we are sort of educating them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, there are a few neurologists around, pediatric neurologists that have been treating Tourette's, but they're few and far between. And in some parts of the country, people have to travel 5-10 hours
To find
to
an
find
yeah.
a neurologist
Who
who's
actually
even ever
knows.
treated
Yeah.
Tourette's. So when you get out in the Midwest and you get, they're just,
Yeah.
they don't exist. So
Yeah.